Okay, let's get this video started with video. Sing, cut, or go, or crates. Oh no, it's just a demo axe. Oh, it says 24. Why would I want to unbalance teams? Let's actually bother having bots, because at least bots will play the fucking objective and like the rest of my useless as fuck teams. And there's a reason I'm going with bots today. One, I'm kind of curious as to how they behave now. I mean, these aren't community server bots, these are actual Valve server bots. They might actually, do something. Unlike community server bots, which either will often just stand in spawn or go around on rails, are kind of useless. But partly because I'm sick to fucking death of getting a team full of useless snipers, spies, and scouts. Basically the most useless combination of classes that can't do a single fucking thing. You know, there's a point. They won't go near it, they won't touch it, they don't put in any resistance. You join late and somehow manage to score better than most of them. I've been there for the entire match. Oh, aren't the bots? I said 13 bots! Where is it? It came up in chat, but I missed it. TFBot count. TFBot count. Right. There we go. Now it's balanced teams. Because for some reason it didn't. Really, it doesn't even. Oh right, I forgot I actually have a real flamethrower. For some reason I'm thinking it put out the item server. Look, they're actually doing something on like 90% of my team.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Really? Well, the medics are about as useless as real players. There we go. Oh look, they're actually pushing the cart! They're actually healing and pushing the cart. Oh, they've even built a sentry. And the sentry's truly let's just add a few more bots. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's a more realistic amount. Yep. See, they've got a mixed team. They're not just all fucking snipers and spies. Hell, there's not a spy in sight. It's beautiful. I mean, I have not seen one of my teams that has not had loads of snipers or spies for a long, long time. I like how the bots actually maintain a balanced team. It is quite refreshing.
Teach him! The bloody car's not moving!
That sentry is actually in a surprisingly awful spot. Yeah, playing with bots is actually refreshing because they actually do something unlike my team. No, the heavies actually can aim. I forgot I'm playing against bots. Bots can actually aim. Oh, my bloody you. Look, they actually pushed a cart. It's a beautiful sight. Let's just add one more bot to each team, just to make it like the full 12v12 vanilla experience. See, they do intelligent things. Like they actually try and get on the point. They also spam stickies. Look, they built a teleporter. What? This is things that like I never ever seen my teams do. I don't have a medic glued to my butt. They're actually building a sentry. I mean, where the bots build sentries, there's always a bit suspiciously bad, but well, that was authentically useless. And bot heavies. Like, bot demos actually have, like, freakishly good accuracy as well. Like, their pill accuracy is always freakishly good. But, you know, playing with bots, I can rely on my team to actually do something. It's kind of refreshing. This is actually quite refreshing to have a team full of bots. Oh great, their engineers actually, for some reason, moved up. The bot heavy is not very bright. Oh, it can actually kill sentries. See, at least I can rely on a bot to actually push the fucking car, which is more than my team ever would do. Like, the medics aren't great, but at least they heal. And the heavies. It's the same one every time. I think they've only got one heavy. But as everyone knows, heavies are kind of like the most quite powerful. See, bots actually look behind them as well. Like players. In many ways, the bots are actually better than the players. I bet you a turtle sentry will completely and utterly defeat them though. Kind of like how it does with many real teams. Oh my god, how many sentries? The sentry... Bots have a strange relation with sentries. Like a really strange relation with sentries. Yep, that heavy... They're heavy as death. How is he not their top scoring? Look, the spy is completely and utterly useless. No credit to team is about as brainless as one of my normal teammates. Good, got it. What the? Did the spy just try and revolver me? That can't be right. Like, that kill accuracy is freaky. Like, bot pill accuracy is just freaky. It is. Like, the bot pill accuracy is always a bit creepy. And look, they actually pile on the point, they know how to win. One thing bots really fail with sentries though. Like, they are just completely and utterly defeated by the concept of sentries. Like, no player in the universe would ever build sentries in these spots. Then again, no team of players would ever actually go near the fucking car like this.
Lay your weapons down and walk away.
Like, there's more killing going on in this match than I've ever seen in a real match, because the bots actually move off. It's... I mean, the bot engineers are just bad. They don't like have they clearly don't have the faintest fucking clue what to do. And like sentries completely defeat them. Like the mere concept of a sentry just completely defeats them. The medics are actually like like the headshot logic is really dodgy as well. It's like they either get an impossible headshot, or they miss. I've seen like you should never equip a bot with a Sydney Sleeper because it will find a way to actually headshot you, and it will do headshot damage. It's because it's not actually calculated as a headshot per se. It's more heavy. It's like he's like playing against an aimbot. Good old mindless electrons. He's somehow less mindless than most of my teammates. But the bots are actually better than my teams.
Victory.
Like seriously, these are better than my team. They actually push. I can't believe they actually managed to push. It's something I've not seen for a long time from any team that I've been on. I'm sure I can make them all run off a cliff if I wanted to as well. Because I'm sure as soon as you come out of teleporter, they'll run straight off the cliff. If you put it off the cliff. But they don't build sentries in intelligent spots. That is something bots have always struggled with, is building sentries.
Coming right up.
Like, they'll always build in, like, this sort of spot. It's like, they always pick the most useless fucking spot to build in. Like, and I remember on 2-Fort, like, a turtled sentry would just completely, utterly defeat their team. Like, you could just defeat their entire team by just building a sentry. Because the bots just don't have the faintest clue how to deal with them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, the bots do abnormally have issues. They do have, like, massive issues with actually, like, figuring out sentries. Both their placement and their use. I mean, see, of course it's mindless electrons, though. They're super aggressive heavy. I don't think they care about dispensers somehow.
Sentry going up.
Yeah, and then the impossible pill aim. Their pill aim is hilariously good. Like, the pill aim on bots is just freakish. And you can see that they completely ignore dispensers. Like, completely ignore them.
Building the sentry.
Like, I guarantee that this sentry will have, like, will probably exist forever, because they won't actually be able to do anything about level 3. In an intelligent spot. You know, I'm just...
There's a spy creeping around here.
Like, they don't seem to do anything about teleporters. So they do actually spam out.
Backing up.
Your regular separate like hurt anything. It's gone. The team-based spam, and maybe that's why the bots are programmed to do that. I'm so used to Team Spy that like, the actual concept of not having 1,000 spies on your team actually is baffling. You know, it's actually baffling not to have like 1,000 spies around. What was that, an air blast?
Dispenser going up.
There goes the heavy, good old mindless. I love how like every other bot changes. But mine, good old mindless electrons. The aimbot heavy is like always winning. Yep, there goes the sentry. Of course, I'm sure it was mine. No, I think it was the engineer just changing class. See, that's the silly thing, is the bots just randomly change class for no reason, with no regards to anything. Yeah, he changed class to engineer and has built it in the exact same space.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just felt like destroying mindless electrons for one. God, that bloody demo. It's a spam. Its spam is incredible. Pyro seems to have an issue with being intelligent as well. Like, the thing is, like, no situation in real TF2 will you, unless the enemy team is like ridiculously aggressive, will you ever have a situation where you have to like fend off like 7 of them at once? Like the bots, they turn around, they actually attack. The pyros try to air blast. I mean, the engineers are completely and utterly hopeless, but what do you expect? The bots aren't, they don't know like the scent, and they do something players are reluctant to do, which is brute force. Like, I've never seen a player team just like brute force a sentry with like 5 soldiers or 6 demos or something like that. You know, where they just send like the whole team up it. Like, I've never seen that. You know, because players don't do that. See, okay, you don't see 6 players piled on the cart either. Like, and you don't see Pyro that doesn't just WM1 either. Like, the bot Pyro seem to have like major issues, like the engineers do. Wow, it tried to flamethrower me at a distance. Oh, there goes mindless electron. Right. And bots do seem much worse at defense than they do at offense. Because on defense, they unintelligently spread out. And the pyros are pyrobots are just hopeless. Like, really hopeless. The medics are brain dead, but they actually heal, which makes them better than most player medics, scarily. They just take some bloody bizarre routes. And there goes mindless electrons. It's like, there's clearly one bot they designated as the good bot, because mindless you can see like a massive like the equivalent of player, because you can see that mindless electrons is just so many points, like almost double the points of any other bot. Like, you don't get... Oh god, Beep Beep Boop has been going... has turned his aimbot on. He's an authentic experience. God, you feel dirty as a heavy getting random threats. Wait, the medics had a spy inside it? Really? See, and that's something the bots do as well. It's because they all cluster up. If there's a spy with them, you'll never know. I mean, you'll never know which one's the spy because they all cluster in one clump. I mean, the rule with bot fortress is players should always win. Oh my god. It's like that spy! It's like, look, I'm a spy! The botchineers are so brainless. I mean, I can't... And bot pyros try and play intelligently, which is not how you play pyro. Like, they don't WM1. Oh my god, these bot snipers are actually better than 90% of the snipers. And the demos, their aim with pills is astonishing. But they're actually, like, one thing I've always noticed with the bots is the snipers are very bipolar. They're either headshotting you like crazy or missing. But the demos have always been like this consistently amazing accuracy with pills. And the problem is, the snipers, they're so consistently good. Like, they're actually more dangerous than most of the team. It's one thing, like, the bot snipers are really bipolar, the engineers are completely brain dead. The medics just stand there like idiots, like they don't dodge. Yep, my good old mindless electrons again. It's like, it's clear that mindless electrons is the designated good bot. But at least our teams are like actually, you know, because of mindless electrons always having a medic glued up his arse, he is actually kind of balanced. I mean, players should always win on bot fortress. It's just inevitable.
Overtime.
especially with the engineer. I mean, they will always suck at defense. It's just the nature of it. It's like they should... But it is just the nature of it. But, you know, that's just the nature of bots, is that they are always going to fail. But look, the medics heal. Yes, when they're healing, they seem to brainlessly stand in place. The spies are just as terrible as the reals. Actually, no, they aren't. They actually do get the occasional stab, which makes them sadly better than the normal, which is really sad. I mean, they just take terrible disguises. Like, for some reason, they disguise. I think they disguise as whoever's highest scoring. But the bots are curious, but they are actually better. I would actually go into I guarantee that if I would be better off with a team of bots than I would with a team of my typical team composition. You know, my typical team composition is so bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When they don't listen to commands. Oh, really? Uber mindless, like... Of course, it's always like the double Uber, isn't there? Like, you cannot beat a heavy at point-blank range. Like, nothing puts out enough damage to stop that. You know, even the bloody crits from the, what's it called, the hot coffee, fascinating, that was it. I'm pretty sure that not even the Uber from that will stop it. You know, the bullet resist Uber from that will actually stop a heavy. So the heavy just puts out so much damage so quickly. Oh, there's a sentry and it's targeting me. And the bot pyros seem particularly brainless. Like, particularly bad. It's like they don't WM1, but I'd rather have bots than my typical teams. But my typical teams are that bad. I mean, what we're doing to red team now is what we typically do to my team. You know, might happen to my team. Is this uninterrupted roll. Because my teams are just that bad. Yeah, the bot pyros are particularly bad. Are just terrible. Oh, we missed. Oh god, the mindless electrons waiting around the corner. It's like mindless electrons is just... You can see him just destroy... It's like... There is a clear case that mindless electrons is just better than the rest of the team. He is clearly the player equivalent bot. Why? Oh, the engineers. There's a spy. Bots do really struggle with just sentries. It's kind of sad. But, and you know what's really sad? Not just the bots really struggle with sentries. No. That I'm getting much more enjoyment from fighting bots than I am being lumbered with my useless fucking team sniper. Spy snipe. The thing is, I know that sniper's just gonna bullshit shot me. speaking of bullshit shot me, you don't stand out mindless electrons vapor very long. Ammo. Yep, ammo. They just Uber for no reason. See, the bots actually, because the bots cluster, they're actually way more dangerous than most teams. Like, you can't just be one class on Bot Fortress, because there's just situations where, like, yeah, you're rolling as a head. I mean, then you've just got to spam them out with a demo because nothing else will actually do it. Oh no, pyroing. I'm dead. Oh wait, no, pyro isn't like a death sentence anymore, I forgot that. And then blue team decides to just pile on a point and they win. Whoa, that actually hit something? And then mindless electrons. Good old mindless electrons. I mean, credit to team is nowhere near as credit to team as mindless electrons. See, they can actually fight. The snipers aren't just permanently stuck in scope, being completely useless. Oh great, they've got medics that actually attack. I keep killing myself more. Killing myself more. Just 'cause I keep firing, trying to go over the cart, and it just bumps off the cart and fails. The bots actually intelligently go for the... See, they can reflex. Their reflex are bullshit. I don't think I've seen them reflect with a vlog, and the fact that that was a rocket kill, even though there was no rocket there, it was a pill, which has its own icon for reflect kills. Is the bots do have some, like, shifty-ass behaviour. Yep, there's that suspicious-ass sentry again. I'll shoot around the corner. Why is my hat still there? Oh yeah, because I'm a demo, right. See, the bots will always eventually win. It will eventually push through. You know, in most maps, an engineer just falling out the wall is kind of suspicious. Oh wow, Pyro WM1 and it was ridiculously powerful. I kill a teleporter? The only thing that isn't really authentic about bots is there is no auto-balance. And medics actually heal you, that's kind of not very authentic. Your team moves up, the engineers are truly brainless, which unfortunately does reflect my normal team. Do actually push, which is very refreshing. And they have pushed through. Because you cannot really beat the bots. Because the bot blue team... I'm pretty sure when it was... I've seen like bot wars where people just pitch like an entire team of bots against each other, and when it's the same class, blue team always wins. It was on Dust Bowls. I think it was Dust Bowl. Yeah, and blue team would like always... It was only the first point of Dust Bowl. You know, the one with like Rush B is very much a thing. It was like the blue team, whenever it was the same class, the blue team would always win. Except when it was engineers, which are not programmed to go near the point. Which is just kind of sad when you think about it. But, yeah, I'm going to call this now. Yeah, I'm not playing another defense match. We'll play through the initial scrum and that's it. You know, the bots are actually more refreshing than players because at least you can rely on the bots to actually have your back. You know, they move up, unlike players. They actually do something unlike players.
Hey, let's do it!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at mindless electrons go.
Attention. 5 minutes left in the mission. 5 minutes left in the mission.
Yep, there goes the bullshit sniper. Because it's like, it just seems to be a dice roll. It either does misses, body shots, or headshots, regardless of what it's actually doing. And look, they're like inevitably going to win because like unintelligent sentry. Like they always got like 5 things on the card. You know, red team has a massive disadvantage. Unless team skill is ridiculously unbalanced. Uber is an engineer. Then again, it's only mindless electrons who never changes. You know, every other bot seems to change class like there's no one's business. But except mindless electrons. And credit to team always seems to be a heavy as well. I wonder if he's the designated heavy. Like, these sentries are just unintelligently dumped. I mean, they're actually placed on the rails. Like, the cart will just roll through them. Yeah, we'll lose this point. Oh no, not mind, there's electrons, he was in there. See, the bots do actually try flanking as well, which is refreshing. Another thing that isn't very authentic is the spies aren't all dead ringers, which is very much the authentic thing. But you actually built teleporters in semi-intelligent spots, though. Now, it's quite a good teleporter spot. You wouldn't notice that necessarily. Oh my god, the whole team's in there because, of course, they're bots. They're actually aggressive, unlike players. See, and this is the thing, it's like you can always rely on the bots to be on near the point. Oh, mindless, look at him! Mindless electrons! He's actually one of the best players I've ever seen in these bots. Yeah, he's one of the best players I've seen. If he was on my team, there would be no resistance. Because Mindless Electrons is brilliant. Like, Mindless Electron's medic actually seems to be a bit more alert as well.
Roll back to hell, you bloody cat!
Like, yeah, Mindless Electron's medic definitely seems more alert. These engineers, they just don't actually build, like, they don't even build their shit, they just give up and then move somewhere else. Yeah, like, Mindless Electron's medic is actually more intelligent. He just kind of get out of the way. I mean, they waste Ubers. I mean, that's much to be expected, isn't it? Boom! Random shiticles. These medics are just negligent. They just stand there brainlessly. And then when you don't need healing, they follow you. That sentry was so useless. All it took was a pyro to touch the cart and it blew up. Like, these sentry spots are just atrocious. What are they doing? No! And they steal ammo like crazy, these bots. The Mindless Electron's given up. That medic. He actually is more alert than our medic. Run away, I hear Mindless Electrons spinning off. Yes, Uber. Yes, the medics seem to only Uber when when the medic is in danger. See, when Pyro's WM1, they are freakishly powerful. Yeah, we've broken that. Oh crap, there's Mindless Electron spun up ready to go. You can't beat how quickly a heavy will just destroy you. The soldiers seem pretty brainless. They can't seem to decide whether or not to use a rocket launcher or a shotgun. I mean, rocket spam is what players do, like, exclusively. I've never seen a player do anything other than rocket spam, to be honest. Like, occasionally get a shotgun soldier who's probably one who's used to having, who either doesn't rocket jump much or is so used to having a medic shoved up their butt that they actually kind of fail when they don't. Oh yes, because the medic's not getting injured, don't fucking Uber. Because the medic logic is really weird. I mean, I don't think they will win in 12 seconds. The question is, which will happen first, me respawning or them winning, losing?
5, 4, 3, 2.
You know, like, certain classes do extremely well against bots, but I've had more fun in this match, seeing more random seeing more shit happen. bloody bullshit snipers.
Victor.
I think the bullshit snipers are, like, inauthentic, to say the least. I mean, have you ever seen a player sniper actually reliably headshot? Yeah, I'm just gonna call that now.
Thanks for standing still.
No, that was a lot more fun than most bloody. Like, you can see clearly that this team was better. But like, at least I felt like the teams were remotely balanced. I mean, that I was I was very much like, if I left a match to go on its own, that's the end of the video. But if I left a match to go on its own, I'm sure that would have been pretty balanced, and it would have been blue would have won both times because blue will always win. Because, unless they get, like, just or dephased, a team of blue bots will always beat a team of red bots, with mixed classes. It's inevitable. Because blue team just has that massive respawn advantage. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description. As per usual, as is a list of all past videos. Don't forget to hit the like button, it helps YouTube's craptacular metrics. Goodbye! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.